time for some outrageous predictions as Ohio State heads into its final game of the regular season. It's Ohio State, it's Michigan. It's the game in Ann Arbor on Saturday. I'm Stephen Means, that's Stefan Krajisnik, and that is Andrew Gillis. And these are our outrageous predictions. This is where we predict something crazy. So, Gillis, what's your outrageous prediction?
Yeah, I think Jeremiah Smith, first offensive play of the game for Ohio State, is going for 50+. I think they're going to scheme something up for him. I think you want to test Michigan. I think you want to prove to Michigan that you'll do it. Like there's so many different things that go into it. It's getting JJ the ball early. Get the ball in the hands of your best players. That's very basic, but Ohio State did not do that last year. I think they're going to have to prove that sentiment that they can and they will early on this year. So I think there's that. I think you want to prove to Michigan and prove to probably yourselves a little bit that JJ is ready to go. He's the best receiver in college football. You want to get him to a level where you are like, hey, JJ, you're good. Jeremiah, you feel fine, right? Like this is the way to test that early, to let Michigan know that he's healthy, to let yourselves know that he's healthy. So there's so many things that can be accomplished by this. I think they're going to test it. You want to prove that last year's game plan is out the window, that you are willing to throw it deep. You know, they don't back up if you don't throw deep. And I think that is what they're going to do early on. So whether or not it's just a straight Jeremiah run 25 yards and then look up and, he'll catch a bomb, or whether that's a post route or something to get JJ the ball early, I think that's going to be their plan. So, I think Ohio State's going to try to take one early. You can change the momentum right away because Michigan, why shouldn't they enter this game with all the confidence in the world, right? Like, why shouldn't Michigan enter this game thinking 10.5-point underdog? So what? We just won as 20-point dogs last year. We could do that. So take the confidence away from Michigan, give it to your star player. I'm going deep on the first play of the game. I'm really testing Michigan's secondary. I'm letting Jeremiah and everybody in that stadium know he's going to get the ball a lot. And if Michigan wants to win that game, they're going to have to stop Jeremiah Smith. So I think they're going to scheme something up for him down the field.
How crazy. Giving Jeremiah Smith the football. But coming off of last year when he had like 4 targets, that's a good point. Stefan, what's your outrageous prediction?
Yeah, I like that. Ohio State should be aggressive early on and getting the ball to Jeremiah, and then obviously Carnell, if he's playing, he's part of that equation as well. And all that being said, I'm going tight ends, and I'm going backup tight ends. If you listen to the live show earlier this week on YouTube and you listen to Buckeye Talk where we get podcasts, I said, what if someone kind of steps up and becomes a legend, not just because they became a star courtesy of this game, but they become a legend because they just had a big game and helped Ohio State snap a skid against Michigan. So I'm going with Bennett Christian, a backup tight end to have 2 touchdowns. It's clear that he and Jeremiah Smith have a good amount of chemistry together. They work well together. Bennett Christian caught, I think I said Jeremiah Smith, Julian's saying, Jeremiah Smith caught, I'm all over the place. Bennett Christian caught the only touchdown Julian saying threw last year. A lot of J names on this Ohio State team. So I think Bennett Christian's going to have 2 touchdowns, right? We've seen him, get more and more playing time kind of as the season's progressed. Obviously, Will Kazmarek and his situation, we'll monitor that, and maybe that impacts Bennett's playing time. But I think he's got an opportunity to kind of have one of those, memorable where did this guy come from moments, whether it be kind of these goal line packages where we've seen a lot of tight ends come in and things of that nature. Just an opportunity for someone that maybe you don't expect. I think maybe a guy like Nate Roberts is in that equation. Maybe a guy like Jelani Thurman is in that equation. We've seen a lot at the tight end position from Ohio State this year. And I just keep seeing Bennett Christian each week kind of get more and more opportunities and have good chemistry with Julian Sayin. So maybe he kind of has one of those breakout performances that people in Columbus don't forget anytime soon. So 2 touchdowns, Bennett Christian.
Tight ends get involved, but not backup tight end. That's not even backup tight end. That's backup tight end. It's the 3rd tight end. TE3 for a team who likes to play 70 million tight ends. I have a question for you, too. Do you know what Ohio State's longest run of the year is?
Was it Bo against Ohio?
Yeah.
Was it 75?
Your guess is 75?
Yeah, I think it was 70 because he was short of scoring.
Okay. It's 64, and it was against Ohio. His second longest run is 51, and he did that twice. He had a 51-yard run against Grambling, and he had a 51-yard against Penn State. That's his longest run against a Power 4 team. In fact, his second longest run against a Power 4 team was against UCLA when he had a 32-yard run. James Peoples has a 49-yard run. These are just the runs that have been at least for 40 yards against Power 4 teams. So you got 64 is his longest run of the year, but his longest run against a Power 4 team is 51 against Penn State. I am saying that a Ohio State running back, and I'll go with Bo Jackson just for the sake of marking it down, will have a touchdown run of at least 60 yards on Saturday. Ryan Day has been adamant about trying to find explosiveness in the run game. He hasn't talked about the run game where it's like, we need to average 6 yards every single carry, meaning every single time we run the ball at 6 yards. No. We work it, and eventually one pops. And if Ohio State establishes its passing game first, if it establishes its weapons on the perimeter first, Michigan at some point has to honor that. And that's when you can have a back-breaking run. And that's, I think, what's been building up with Bo Jackson. He got the ball 19 times last week. He's their home run hitting back. Though James Peoples has showed some things the last couple of weeks that he can do it as well. But Bo Jackson, if someone's going to hit a home run, it's going to be Bo Jackson. And my game score, you can go check the live show to see that, or just check another video. We have that here too. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and go listen to Buckeye Talk wherever you find podcasts. My game score is set up in a way where Ohio State's final touchdown, I think, is a Bo Jackson 60-yard touchdown, 60-plus yard touchdown that essentially seals the game and is the backbreaker. And that's what a way to go off, where if you spend 2.5 quarters establishing JJ, establishing Carnell Tate, establishing Max Clare, establishing Julian Sanders' passing attack, at some point it will open up the ability to run the ball and not just run it for the sake of running it, but run it in a way to be explosive. Because if this running attack is explosive, that's all you need to complement what this passing attack can be. And that's because that's the thing that's going to win them a national championship. It's passing attack. But if it can be explosive in the run game as well, then it becomes a hard team to try to figure out. Those are outrageous predictions. Ohio State, Michigan in the big house on Saturday. We will be there. Get the text 614-350-3315. It's a 2-week free trial and $3.99 after that. That's Stefan. That's Andrew. I'm Steven. See you after the game.